Maraming salamat, Mika. You heard it there.
Yes.
Sabi ng E-Olympians, medyo nakapag-aral na sila.
They did their homework.
Yep, and even though they are, let's say, the less experienced team, and actually tama lang naman na sila yung medyo parang bata because, they do represent an educational institution.
Yes, they
I
do.
think it's just right that, that they do their homework, that they take a scholarly approach to this tournament, and they learn what they can. Kahit na manalo o matalo, dapat parati kayo may natututunan.
Yes, and of course, it's kaya nga like gaya sabi mo, they take it as an academical approach. It's also good for them because pwede na nilang to gawin in a very thesis approach para to know what are the pros and cons of for today's match.
It has been mentioned earlier, and I think people know this through interviews, that the members of the E-Olympians actually play very few hours a day in comparison to other pros in this level. So we have to give them that much
Credit.
credit. And of course, medyo meron silang disadvantage in that sense.
Yes.
But since the end of the first series of round robins in this conference, baka naman they up their hours. So we'll see if that is the case. They are going to be facing one of the strongest teams. Di Hamak, maybe even arguably the strongest team right now in the conference. So they're going to need all those extra hours.
Yes, it's true. And syempre, like, even if you do your homework, like, it's all about execution pa rin talaga. I mean, no matter how much you study, but if it still doesn't really quite catch up with the execution that you do in the battlefield, medyo dehado pa rin. But I think naman kasi na hindi rin naman sila magpe-prepare ng empty-handed. So I'm pretty sure na may maibubugat din sila against Suha execution punishers.
I think it also comes down to chemistry. It has been, what, a month since we started competing? Give or take a month, right? Give or take a month. And maybe ngayon, medyo maganda na yung chemistry nila. This team actually is quite, how do we say, the composition. Because they are all actually students.
Yes,
Currently
they are.
enrolled in STI, diba? And I think that's one way of legitimately representing their franchise. So I think now, every day that passes by, the more experience they get, the more they learn from these more powerful and more experienced teams, mas lalo silang gagaling pa, mas lalo silang lalakas. And the ceiling for that is just so high for STI Olympians to improve. Check it out. These are the most banned heroes in this conference of Mobile Legends.
Yes, so the Harriet, of course, it's really self-explanatory. He has been banned 31 times. Kaja, the same thing, 31 times as well. The Cho will be banned 24 times. The Lunox, though, is going to be banned 17 times. A lesser priority, if you ask me. And finally, these three with the same ban, which is 15 times. The Grok, the Kimmy, and finally, the Leomord.
Para sa akin, yung Harith Kaja, sobrang importante ng pagbaban dyan. Harith being able to kill and to push at the same time. And Kaja just being able to, how do you say, paano yun? Nang mamama ka. Di ba? Parang siga. Parang
Siga,
gangster. Di ba?
gangster, yeah.
Papasukin mo lang sila tapos, hihilahin ba kita? Yes or no? Are you gonna do it? But essentially, that's why these heroes are banned because they're so potent at what they do. Check out the most contested heroes here, though. It's gonna be Akai, Carry, Grok, Leomord, and Diggy. I really like why these heroes are contested because yun nga, kung ibaban mo yung mga hero yun, these are essentially the parang antidote.
Yes.
Sila yung sagot. So if your tanks like Grok are getting out, Akai, that's why the stock of Akai has been going up, and PLDT Smart Omega is one of those teams.
Yes.
We are going to be looking more into these stats, but essentially the players or members of each team to watch out for here, if round one was any indication, is either going to be Pakbet, kasi nga wala si Zapnu.
Yes.
Last game, it was Zapnu who was able to farm in the offlane alone, and yun yung delikado dun eh. Pag hinayaan mo siya. But now that Zapnu is not necessarily part of the equation dito, si Pakbet ang kailangan ng bantayan, and if they give mid to Pakbet, that's gonna be easy for SEA Olympians. Kasi alam mo, kita mo kung saan nagagaling yung danger.
Yes, yung Delix.
Yung Delix, di ba? Parang nasan yung Delix? Andito.
Oo.
But on the side of the E-Olympians, I mean, right, yeah, Chico is playing.
Yes,
Chico is
will
playing.
be playing.
Chico, you should watch out for Chico because he is one of the better-known players in this league right now. He has played in other professional leagues. And, of course, did we see Deja Vu? Is Deja Vu in for today?
Deja Vu will be playing as well.
There you go. So, si Deja Vu, bantayan yun. Si Chico, si Deja Vu, and maybe even Secret, our featured player.
Yes. And of course, ladies and gents, we will be proceeding now to the like what I said, ladies and gents, we will now be proceeding to the drafting phase between SEIE Olympians versus Suha Execution Punishers. For the bans, as usual, like we have seen in our stats just a while ago, the Grok and the Kaja will be prioritized. The same thing for the Harriet right here.
Sakto pagkabukas ng camera si Deja Vu yun. Sabi
Deja
niya,
Vu
Leo,
talaga.
andito ako.
We here.
Alright? We here, tapos sumunod si Secret. So yeah, these are going to be the Olympians on the left side. They are on the play, sila mauna. And of course, on the side of the Punishers, they are going to be on the right, silang sasagot. And the first person we actually see show on camera for Suha Execution Punishers is Syre. So Syre is here, but he is just helping with the draft.
Yes.
That is, they're a playing coach, and it looks like they have a solid plan because they are getting rid of the Cho as their last ban. And as we know, Cho is such a powerful first pick. Kasi nga, Cho is able to throw off the opponent. You don't know what they're gonna do with this Cho. Is it a tank Cho? Is it an off-lane Cho? Is it a
lethal Cho?
An assassin, a lethal Cho? Diba? Ang dami niya pwedeng gawin. And he also threatens your team with basically his whole kit. Kasi nga, kung hindi ka magpa-purify on your carry, kailangan mo ng digi para talagang safe ka. So, again, that's really smart on the side of Suha Execution Punishers. On cam now, it's gonna be your boy Pakbet, and he's well known for his mid heroes in that Esmeralda, that Kimmy, and that Lunox.
Yes, and looks like he will be choosing his Esmeralda right here. Answered actually to the Leomord that STI Olympians first pick.
Ooh, pwede yun. I like that. I like that. The interaction between the shields and of course never hitting 30% and below. Medyo walay-walay dyan yung passive ni paring Leomord. I like that. That's really smart. As well, they pick up the Akai. On the side of the Olympians, though, they are hovering this Minotaur. And I'm not sure if that's such a smart idea. Pero you're forcing essentially the other side
your team
to get a diggy.
Also, take note that the Lunox is open and up for grabs.
Ooh, yeah.
Right? This time Lunox isn't really particularly prioritized, but instead it's actually in the third phase right now. So I think Suha Execution Punishers might be getting this Lunox, or if not, maybe they would find a better hero to actually be on counter with this Gusion.
Medyo lethal kasi yung Lunox in the hands of Pakbet. And we already saw the Esmeralda, but this Esmeralda can play off lane only if you did not get the Claude. So feeling ko, medyo mababa na yung chances of getting the Lunox. They might just ban it straight up. Kasi nga nakita nila this is the problem with picking up that Minotaur early on in the first phase of picking. You get it slot 3, you have your cores in 1 and 2, and you go into banning agad. In ranked games, this is fine because there's only 2 ban slots. But in there you go. That's what's gonna happen. That's what I'm saying. We've seen Lunox be picked in 4th and 5th.
Yes.
But only if and only if
it's not going to be banned by their third ban.
And meron na kayong plano. But yeah, Olympians very obviously here did their homework.
Yes,
and they said, you know what? Hindi na namin bibigay ito. Huwag na tayo magpatumpik-tumpik pa. Lunox, get out of here.
Yes, I think maganda rin yung strategy ng SCI Olympians because that is what hindi nila kami tinularan kasi yun yung nangyari ng Rose. Bigyan namin yung team ni Butter, so ayun, natalo kayo. But anyway, going back, they will be banning out Diggy because hindi lang naman din si STI Olympians ang gumagawa ng homework Also Punishers as well because they know that members of STI Olympians are still using this little burp right here. And now they're actually hovering a Bowman here, but I don't think they won't be locking it up because it's going to be a Thamus.
Okay, I like the Tams. The mere existence or yung pagkakaroon nila ng Claude covers up the fact that the Tams loses strength in the late game.
Yep.
So it's safe as long as the Claude can get money, then the Tams can flourish regardless of how long the game goes.
True, and like what you said nga kanina, if the Claude is not good in the early game, okay, the Thamus will answer to that. And if the Thamus is not going to be very effective so late, the Claude will be there to back him up. But now for the picks of SCI Olympics, it's going to be the Granger. And finally, the Lolita, they will be having focusing on defense rather right here.
Medyo maganda yung lineup ng E-Olympians. I don't know. I really like it. There's a good amount of burst coming in from the Granger, which I think will go on to Secret. If I'm not mistaken, si Secret ang gagamit ng Granger. And tama yan, it's deja vu on the Gushon. This is looking really good for the Olympians. On the side of the Punishers, though, I'm curious as to why they're going for the Franco.
Oh.
Or the Tigreal.
Oh, they're all going for the Tigreal right here.
What's going on?
They are going to deny this Granger and this Gushon right here, especially if they will be crumpled up. But it makes me question, though, as to why a Tigreal.
Wait lang May sasabihin ako eh. There's several ways this could have gone. They banned the Diggy. They were hovering the Franco. I'm not sure if that was like pang psycho lang.
Yeah.
But they actually pick up the Tigreal. So yeah, here's my thoughts. They could have let the Diggy go. Tapos saan nila kinuha yung Franco because that's a soft counter.
Yes.
I'm floored here. But then again, this is Suwa Execution Punishers we're talking about. We've seen them come from quite
long journey.
a long journey and even losing games. Tapos napabaliktad pa nila. That's exactly how game 1 of their first meeting with SEO went.
Happened, yeah.
So, looking at these lineups, I'm questioning the Tigreal. I personally am not a fan of the hero currently sa meta ngayon. At saka, sa lineup nila, it's Akai and Tigreal. I don't know.
There could have been a better pick other than that Tigreal.
Maybe.
Yeah, but we will see because the fact that they are experienced, I mean, they are showing new heroes right here on the table. It only goes to show that confident sila na maglabas ng situational pick dito, which is like what we said, yung Tigreal nga dito.
Ang call ko dito, I gotta say, I like the Olympians lineup. I really like the way they all interact with each other. And that last pick, Lolita, that was fine because, you know, they have a Claude. And I think that's going to come into play here as we go into the land of Dawn, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1 po ito ng SEI Olympians versus Suwa Execution Punishers. It's their second meeting in this conference. On the blue side, it's Chester on the Leomord. It's Deja Vu on that Gushon. Si Chiku ang ating Lolita. Secret on the Granger, and Chico is our Minotaur.
For Suwa Execution Punishers, we have Dian for the Akai, Bakbet as the Esmeralda, May for that Toms, Chaknu for the Tigreal, and finally Hate going for that Claude.
If I know any better, feeling ko to si Chaknu nag-aarap lang ng bagong highlights Sports.
Yes.
Diba? So that means in a game, there's 16 heroes that are seen.
Yeah.
6 bans, 10 picks.
Yes.
So ibig sabihin, kalahati lang ng kalahati ang talaga nakikita natin. So that just opens up the perspective of the game if you play heroes like Tigreal. So that's just good for all of us.
Yes, it is. Pero for now, we are seeing the usual lineup here for both members of the team. Pero Chaknu, though, will be pushing them away.
Except for the Tiggy.
Yeah, except for that Tigreal, no, which is an exotic pick, if I would say.
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah, and so far, nakita natin that the Akai and the Esmeralda are going to give pressure to Chico and Secret right here dito sa bottom side. But so far, syempre, they will be shoving away the minions right here to avoid further pushing for the side of SEI Olympians. Nako naman, nandito si May, dito tinatry niyang i-harass si Chester dito, preventing him para makakuha ng minions. Pero ayan na nga, Bakbet and friends na nandito sa middle side, mukhang magpapaka-aggressive sila dito against the Leomord. At ayan na nga, hello to you, the Hurricane Dance will be going here, but May will be catching up to him. Mahahabol ba nila, guys? Yes, no, they won't, because with the help of his sprint, nakataka siya agad. Oh, but not, di pa rin sila tapos, so the first blood will be going in against Gushon right here, but May makikipag-exchange doon sa ating baba by slaying the Leomord in return. Pero ayan na nga, Jiku here will be going for that ult, but the Gushon will go for the kill.
Quite the counter engage there by Suwa Execution Punishers, and of course the Olympians got a kill, but they actually end up winning that exchange.
Yes, and ayan na nga, we are seeing right here members of SEI Olympians, and nakikita natin yun si Deja Vu medyo nagiging aggressive, but Hate luckily goes for that tower hug right here.
This turtle is looking like it's the Olympians because, of course, more members of the Punishers are here.
Yes, at ayan na nga, may kinokontest nila. Parehas Tigreal going for the ult with the Falling Star. At ayan na nga, Minowan Fury going for that members of SEI Olympians. At nga, corner na sila to and fro. We see that damage. We see that crowd control. And ladies and gents, nagtuturtle na po ang ating SEI Olympians.
I really like what Chico did there. Ang ganda ng Minowan Fury niya. And yeah, I think that's what won them that fight, and that's what won them the free turtle.
Yes, at ayan na nga, Hate here has no choice but to actually back away kasi nakikita na natin ang aggression na pinapakita ngayon ng SEIE Olympians. But meanwhile, though, si Chester pasimpleng nagpupush dito sa ating bottom turret.
Oh my God, look at that! Si Deja Vu, nasa 2.2k na siya. Ang closest sa kanya, like what, 800 gold, 700 gold away?
Yes.
Magaling. I really like what the Olympians are doing here.
They are showing signs of aggression nga for the para against these Punishers right here na ang ine-expect natin na ang gagawa talaga ng pinaka-aggressive plays na yun ay yung Punishers, but to our surprise nakikita natin ang bagong itsura ng SEIE Olympians dito, and we are now seeing 4 people dito sa ating top side, pero doon naman sa baba nakikita natin na 3 members na nagpapasimple din na pumupush sa ating turret.
Okay, so what's happening here is the Olympians are actively trading their turret for better map control. Up top, sila ang boss.
Yes.
Gangster sila sa taas. Look at this, hindi makagalaw si Chaknu. Pero parang mali yata yung ginugulang nila. I don't think it's Chaknu they should be choking down. I
Yes.
think they should be checking mid right now.
Totoo, and nakikita nga natin dito like 3 members dito naman sa middle side going still for the objectives though, but Gushan is here to actually defend. Hate though is going to be harassed by that Leo Moore that goes for that kill. Hindi pa rin sila tapos, ladies and gents. They will be targeting Pakbet here. Oh, look at that Rangers crit right here, but the Gushan still goes for that kill at hindi pa to natatapos at nakikita na natin na pinipressure ng SEIE Olympians ngayon ang Suha. Execution Punishers, Lolita goes for gold pero walang nahuli. But ladies and gents, wala nang creeps. You have to take note, but that Ranger goes with another kills, but the Leo Ward here hindi pa rin natatapos, and the Hurricane Dance will be nakita naman natin ngayon that the Gushan here is on rampage at hindi nakita natin no signs of hesitations coming from Gushan, at ngayon he is going in for that turtle alone, and the members of SEIE Olympians will be distracting Dian and Pakbet here to sa gitna, and this is another objective for SEIE Olympians.
Si Deja Vu, feel ko may lakad to eh.
Oo.
Nagsa-snowball,
Nagmamadali.
nagmamadali. Really, ladies and gentlemen, yung laro ng Gushan natin dito, if we're gonna look at it, they have a 5,000 gold lead, give or take. And I think a good chunk of that is onto Deja Vu.
And take note that this is just 5 minutes of the game, Leo.
He's able, kaya niya namang mama ng Tigreal underneath the turret.
Mukhang gumawa talaga sila ng homework and taking advantage na wala dito si paring Zapnu eh.
Yep, I think they're gonna be taking that to heart and making sure that Pakbet pays the price. Look at this, Pakbet has been engaging, and of course, as sinabi natin kanina, magandang counter. Oh, 2-man
Look at that
Minoan
Minoan
Fury!
Fury, so beautiful done by Chico, and the Gushan goes for the kill, pero syempre, yan ang nakikita natin, more members of SEIE Olympians dito. Pakbet though taking that critical damage from that Granger at naka-double kill with the help of Incandescence. Hindi pa tapos dito, ladies and gents, because May here is going to be cornered by 3 members of SEIE Olympians, at ayan ang nakakiling spree na for the kill, but that Claude though, wala kasi siya sa action, at nakikita natin siya dun sa top side, but the Gushan will be going again for that Incandescence and will be having his legendary, at okay lang daw kahit ma-shutdown siya ni Akai dito.
That's fine. Deja Vu, during the whole fight, hindi niyo napansin, has already picked up his Holy Crystal. Holy Crystal at 6 minutes.
6 minutes and 36 seconds, and it's
Susunod na.
13-2. This
Yep.
is not your usual playstyle na nakikita natin from Suwa Execution Punishers, at alam na alam ni SEIE Olympians to, at tinatake advantage nila kung ano yung kulang sa Punishers ngayon, and one of which is a Zapnu, and other than that, ay tinatake advantage nila yung nagiging mispositioning talaga eh.
Susunod na dito ang bibilin ni Deja Vu, I think, is a concentrated energy. He
Yes,
already
it
has the Calamity Reaper, ladies and gentlemen. So wala nang paligoy-ligoy pa. Blade of Despair onto my boy Secret, sitting at a comfy 1-0-5. It's still a 5,000 gold lead, so we have to give it up to Swa Execution Punishers. Ramdam nila yung pressure
Yes.
because they know that they cannot go head-on. Ooh, quick fight here, waiting in the wing, trying to go for this turtle steal.
Medyo team mabangers ang Antigirl going for the ult, but Gushan will be getting the turtle. Hurricane Dance will be deployed, pero hindi pa rin. At nakikita natin, Esmeralda going for that double Kaminorum. Will be going to Minotaur right here. And natapos si Tigreal, but nakaka-triple kill, at pinipitas ni Esmeralda going in for that Savage, ladies and gents. Will it be? Will it happen? Nakikita natin at nangyari ang Savage, ladies and gents. At nakikita natin ngayon na unti-unting bumabawi dito si Pakbet. Good job from members of Team Punishers.
This is what happened, I think, in round 1 of the Swiss. I'm sorry, of the round robin, right? This is what happened. Ang nangyari po ay nagkaroon ng counter punch haymaker. What happened essentially was in round 1, essentially lamang pa rin ng SEO. Tapos biglang may ganito nangyaring team fight na team wipe ang SEO, and it was off the back of, I think, Pakbet as well. And ang nangyayari dito, instead of si Dian, instead of si Hate, si Zapnu ang nasa Claude.
Yes.
And essentially what happened was, yun, nabaliktad sila. And right now, we can only hope for the best. There's only really so much we can do here to believe in the Punishers. But to be honest, I think SEO has their number.
Yes.
I really think SEO can go off of this. And unang wipe pa lang naman, unang talo basically ng SEA Olympians dito.
Vision though will be pushing that turret coming from the Swiss Execution Punishers right here, but we are now seeing na nagka-crumple up na together ang members ng SEI, but nakikita rin natin na bumabawi ng paunti-unti ang Suha Execution Punishers, ladies and gents. But now nakikita natin that they are going in for a more cautious phase kasi nakita natin na effective yung what do you call this, yung Abangers gang na nangyayari kanina from the side of Punishers right here. And so now, we are going to see if magiging effective ba muli ang pagiging Abangers nila or mababawian na ito ng STIE Olympians. But now, we are seeing, ladies and gents, na talagang nagtatago-tago lang sila, and now they are actually going in for that Lord right here. And you know that this will be contested by members of each team dahil syempre they cannot afford to lose, especially for the side of Punishers, because if this Lord will be in the hands of E-Olympians, medyo lugi for the side of Punishers.
Here's what's crazy. Ang dami na nangyari. We're sitting on a 15-7 record. Lord's gonna reset here. First Lord pa lang ng game. And it's a 10-minute mark so far. It's still a 5,000 gold lead.
But
May is gonna go down.
Hindi pa rin sila tapos. Hurricane Knights will be deployed right here to corner up the members of SEI Universe to separate them. Esmeralda though medyo nahiwalay, and Granger will be going for that kill. Hindi pa rin sila tapos though. Claude will be shutting down that Granger, but Granger will be picking him up in the long run, and Leo Mord again will be having another kill. Medyo luging na yun dito si Esmeralda dahil siya na lang ang nag-iisa. Nakikita natin kung madedefend pa natin siya, mukhang hindi. Dahil 4 na members ng SEI Olympics ay nandito, binibigyan ng pressure to si Pakbet. Hindi na siya magpapatimpi-timpi pa, at yan ang pinupuso nila ang both middle and both sides ng ating linya. Pakbet with nothing to do here but to actually defend and shove off minions. Dian and friends mukhang lalapit na dito para palayuin ang members ng Team STIE Olympians.
I really like how Deja Vu already picked up his Winter Truncheon. So wala nang magagawa pa dito ang Execution Punishers if he does start taking kills. 1, 2, Truncheon, wait for the cooldowns. 3, 4, lock the door. Kasi kumakatok na yung Olympians dito eh. They already have mid. They almost took bottom.
Yes.
Muntik na silang ma-Lord of the Rings, 2 towers. It's gonna be really hard here for the Punishers to get back. All that they can do here is to be able to defend mid, make sure that the lane is clear, and then give Hate the space.
And they have to make sure that they have to pick off this Granger right here kasi siya yung isa sa mga nagbibigay ng damage against SEI Olympians. Pero hindi na ang steal ng Punishers to, at successfully napunta sa kamay ng SEI Olympians. Looks like Punishers are doing right now, hindi sila pwedeng move forward, and they have to defend their turrets right here kasi exposed na yung base nila, and the best thing that they can do is to shove, like what you said, shove minions, defeat the Lord, and as much as possible, avoid being picked off by STIE Olympians.
Lord here is gonna march down mid. Yan ang magiging priority ng Punishers ngayon. Kailangan nilang depensahan yan. And of course, pasimple lang, down bot, it's Chester. He is gonna make sure that this tower goes down kasi nga lahat ng atensyon ng Punishers ay nasa mid. And of course, it's gonna be enough. The 4-man crew of the Olympians are enough. And of course, hahabol na dito si Chester. Here we go. Big fight coming up.
At ayan na nga, ladies and gents, we are now seeing the final countdown. Will this be enough for Punishers right here? But mukhang na-destroy na ang ating bottom turret. At ayan na nga, medyo nakalahati ang ating base rather. Dito at Domino 1, Fear will be deployed. Clashing 2 members. And plus, Lolita Sult in the long run. Leo Mord will be claiming that cut. Wala na silang pang-core. And ladies and gents, game number 1 will be in the hands of STI Olympians.
I'm really happy for the Olympians. They worked hard, and of course, they took advantage of what they could.
Yes.
There's no Zapnu.
Yes, totoo yan. And mukhang, I think Secret has a little, medyo nagkaroon siya ng boost when he casted noong last time. Kaya, if you see his gameplays, it's actually according to, it's not textbook actually, but he manages to execute well yung pagbibigay niya ng damage against execution punishers.
Actually, very well played. His Granger performed good here. He has the second highest net worth of all the heroes in the game, only second to Deja Vu's Gushin. And this Gushin just
He went rampage and dominoed like the members of Team Suha Execution Punishers right here. And
nangain.
kumain siya, nagutom.
Ano paborito mo ulam, Deja Vu? Punishers po.
Oh,
That's exactly how
he showed it.
how the conversation went. 10-8, ladies and gentlemen. He picked up the Calamity Reaper first, and then the Holy Crystal, and then the Concentrated Energy. From there, it was no doubt that he could have taken down anybody on the side of the Punishers. No problem. Save maybe for a hate.
Yes.
If he ran away because of BMI, or even like Pakbet. Kinakain si Pakbet kanina eh.
Totoo, and it only goes to show right now, but bago yun, we are now seeing the MVP of the game is going to be Deja Vu with his Gushin, 11.1 KDA ratio with a KDA of 10-8, kill participation of 90%, and a ton net worth of 10,243.
That's what I was talking about.
Look at that muscle.
He was there for 90% of the kills in that game.
Yes.
Nung nakita natin yung record, na ano yun, 12-1 or 15-2? Well, it was 15-7 at some point.
Yeah.
Medyo madali na basahin na it was an Olympians game.
Yes, and it also goes to show that the Tigreal wasn't really effective on this first game because, nakakahuli siya with his ult, but it's not really enough kasi nandun yung Minoan Fury, andun yung ult ni Lolita dun, so it's really not a best strategy that Execution Punishers can actually come up with. So, expect ko dito sa second game, may adjustments. They will be respecting this Gushin ba?
But it wasn't nothing, right? Chaknu knows how to play the game.
Yes.
Chaknu is one of the best tanks in the league. And of course, there was something to his Tigreal. Early game, nakita tayo. I think Dian also needs to... He and Dian, sila ni Dian, they need to work on their timing. I think what led to this, to the snowball of Gushin, was the missed Hurricane Dance kanina, diba? But we will see how the Punishers get back from this when we come back from a quick break. Huwag kayong aalis dyan, mga kaibigan. Ako nga pala si Leo.
And I'm Saya.
This is the Nationals. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.